Have you ever wondered about the relationship between humans and wild animals? It's not uncommon to hear stories of humans encountering wild animals with disastrous outcomes. However, in this video, we bring you an extraordinary account of a young boy who had a heart-stopping encounter with a lioness. What happened next defies all expectations and showcases the incredible bond that can develop between humans and animals, even in the wildest of circumstances. Get ready to witness a story that will leave you in awe, a chance encounter. Most of us develop strong and loving connections with our pets, typically cats or dogs, but even small animals can accidentally cause harm while playing. However, they don't possess the ability to cause fatal harm. On the other hand, if someone chooses to keep a lion as a pet, they must be prepared for the dangers that come with owning an adult lion. Even if the lion is initially harmless, its unintentional actions may lead to a tragedy. Despite this, many people find lion cubs incredibly cute and irresistible, like kittens. One day, Adolf came across a lion cub by chance. The people who discovered it thought it was a regular cat and wanted to keep it as a pet, despite not knowing how to care for it properly. The lion cub appeared to be hungry and frightened, and Adolf knew that he needed to intervene to protect the young animal from harm. He decided to take the lion cub to a wildlife reserve where it could receive proper care and training, a precious light. During that particular moment, it was a small, furry creature that required affection and attention from the world outside. Adolf chose to name the creature Julia, which was influenced by the Lion King. The name holds significance as it means the valuable illumination of God shining radiantly in various languages. True to its name, Julia has brought brightness and positivity into Adolf's life. He considers himself to be Julia's adoptive father and takes on the role of a parent by caring for, loving, and playing with her, guaranteeing her growth to be healthy and joyous. A painful decision. As Julia grew bigger and stronger, it became clear that she could not remain in the wildlife reserve where they lived. The reserve was too small for her needs, and she required more living space and prey. Adolf had been protecting Julia's growth with his own strength, but new laws made it difficult for the reserve to keep her. When Julia began to demonstrate her natural hunting skills and sneak up on some animals in the reserve, it was evident that she could not stay there any longer. Adolf was faced with a tough decision. He wanted to ensure that Julia could lead a happy life and become a true lion, but he also had to ensure that all animals in the reserve were safe. Releasing Julia into the wild was not a feasible option since lions are based on families, and without a family, Julia would not be able to find food alone. They decided to send her to a specialized institution for large animals, the White Tiger Foundation in Mexico City, where she could have a good life. Although this meant that Adolf would not see Julia often and that she might forget him, it was the best decision for her and the other animals in the reserve. Julia struggled initially and showed sadness and frustration, but as time went on, she found a new family and restored herself. Adolf never forgot about Julia and always wanted to go and see her, but the foundation cut him off because his arrival would make it harder for Julia to be independent. Julia and Adolf's reunion. After 7 years of separation, Adolf had enough money and time to visit Julia. Despite concerns that Julia might not remember him or see him as a threat, Adolf obtained permission to enter her enclosure. Julia noticed something unusual immediately and was pacing back and forth, carefully observing him. When Adolf called her name, she ran towards him and pounced on him, causing everyone around them to be startled. However, Julia was not attacking him but rather hugging him and recognizing him as soon as she saw him. Their bond was still as strong as ever, and Julia hugged him tightly with her claws and legs as if she were still a cub. This touching scene moved everyone present, as it showed the deep connection between a human and an animal. Despite the passage of time and the many changes in their lives, Adolf and Julia's bond remained as strong as ever. Although Julia had grown into a huge adult lioness, she still loved Adolf as much as he loved her. So, the story of Adolf and Julia is a powerful reminder of the incredible connection that can exist between humans and animals, even in the wildest of circumstances. It's a testament to the power of love, compassion, and respect for all creatures great and small. Adolf's decision to protect Julia and ensure her well-being is a true act of kindness, and his reunion with her 7 years later is a heartwarming reminder of the strength of their bond. Let us all take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the animal kingdom and the importance of treating all creatures with kindness and compassion.